Hey y'all, Ike here again, Backwoods Badass. You know, standard mark, some bitch. So some time ago, I shot this video discussing why my generation's tougher than the new generation coming up. And I'll mention the Subaru Brat. I cited that, which I still stand by that video. But today I'm out busting my line, and I'm a little late doing it because, well, it's mid-March. But while I was out walking through the woods, I got to thinking about it, and I've been seeing a bunch of other videos where people are talking about how my generation was tough as all get out because we were latchkey kids and we had metal slides, and I just been seeing tons of these videos. And it's coming from both sides, my generation and the next generation. But the word that they use a lot is feral. And I've been looking at my peers, my peer group that grew up the same way I did as a latchkey kid, feral as fuck. And I noticed they ain't that way no more. It kind of reminds me of the generation before me, the hippie generation. I don't know if that's what they're called for real, but I'm gonna call them a hippie generation. But the hippie generation was against the machine and everything tangible on this planet as far as material things go. Well, hippie generation grew up and they became adults in the 80s. And well, if you were alive in the 80s, you know that conspicuous consumption ran rampant. So the hippie generation bailed on what they stood for as youth. Now my generation, here they are with their 2.5 kids, their picket fence, 2 cats in the yard, life shouldn't be so hard. Life. Y'all motherfuckers ain't feral no more. And that really pisses me off, because all you're doing is selling out like the hippie generation does. Or maybe that's what every generation does. They stand for something in the beginning, and then when they start getting old and beat down and decrepit, which I happen to be, old, beat down and decrepit, they start selling out. But as I was walking through the woods, it occurred to me, I'm still feral as fuck. I do whatever the hell I want. There's nobody monitoring me. I ain't got no old lady at home telling me, Ike, the Backwoods Badass, standard mark, son of a bitch, you shouldn't drink. Shit like that. I'm still feral. And it breaks my heart that my generation is just turning it over. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Maybe y'all still feral too, you just do it in a weird way. But the closest thing I had to any kind of adult supervision is my 15-year-old at home, when she looks at me and goes, hey Ike, the Backwoods Badass, standard American son of a bitch, you probably shouldn't do that, that's a bad idea. Sometimes I listen to her, sometimes I don't. But it just makes me wonder, what are we selling out for? But anyway, I apologize for the fact that I couldn't have no Tipper Joxford Studios playing in the background because I'm in my pickup truck, and it's an old pickup truck and I don't have the technology to do that in here. But it gets the job done, that's what matters. And with that said, I'm real happy for Frog, because he posted a bunch of pictures of his boy up going out and hunting, and I love to see the younger generation do shit like that. Hunting, and he posted a bunch of pictures of him up hunting, falling asleep in a deer stand. Fuck, we've all done that. But I am curious to know, Landon, did you ever get that deer? If not, maybe next year. Remember, I'm Mike, Backwoods Badass, standard American son of a bitch.